everyone. Okay, so today we're going to be making soup and salad. So first I wanted to make the homemade dressing. It seems like it's a lot of work, but look, there's only a few ingredients on here. It's going to take a minute. We're going to put everything in the food processor, blend it up, and it's going to be really good. So we're making ranch. And who doesn't want a really good ranch? And especially a vegan ranch. You don't have all that cholesterol, saturated fat. We've got a really easy recipe here. So all you need is your food processor or your blender. So I've got silken tofu. This is a half a package of the silken tofu. I'm going to put that in there. And got about 2 small garlic cloves. It's probably about 2 teaspoons. Put that in there. Garlic makes everything taste so much better. And I have 1/4 cup of almond milk. You can use soy milk, you can use rice milk, whatever you like the best. I like almond milk because it's just mild. It goes with everything. It doesn't have an overpowering taste. I've got 4 halves of Meyer lemons. I need about a tablespoon of lemon juice. And these lemons are little, so that's why I'm using 2 of them. And they smell so good. You guys know by now my obsession with Meyer lemons. Oh, it's the season now, so I'm getting them all over the place. So anything I can put lemon juice in, I'm doing it. Okay, so let's take a look at that. That's perfect. So that's a good tablespoon. Okay, now here I have about 2 teaspoons of chives chopped fresh. I have about a tablespoon of dill, fresh dill, and a tablespoon of chopped fresh parsley. And this is going to give it such a great flavor. So put all the herbs in there. Fresh would be the best because if it's dry, it's going to alter the flavor a little bit. So we want to put in a little bit of salt and pepper. I'd say about 1/4 teaspoon salt, some pepper, 1/8 teaspoon. Sorry for the noise. We're going to blend this up. Okay. Oh my God, it smells so good. So let's give it a little taste. It's perfect. It's got a little, it's like between the lemon juice and the fresh herbs. It's perfect. So we're going to put this in the refrigerator. We're going to keep it cold. And then next we're going to make our salad. Hi. Okay, now it's the salad portion of the meal. So this is going to be really simple. I didn't want to bore you with me chopping up a lot of vegetables, and you guys know how to do that, right? So basically what I have here is I have, say, about 4 cups of romaine lettuce. Don't have to worry about following my guidelines. You know how much salad you need for you or your family, your friends, whatever you're going to be making. And I have celery. I've got 2 celery stalks, 2 carrot sticks. They're all chopped up. And I have some avocado that's chopped. Now, this is called the barbecue seitan chop. And I love this salad because it's easy to make, has protein in it, vegetables, the ranch dressing that we made, and it's fresh, it's terrific, and I kind of mushed together a couple recipes from some restaurants that I really liked. So here I have some chopped seitan. This is a wheat protein. It's a good source of protein. And I have some barbecue sauce. Now you just put in however much you want. Gonna put in a couple tablespoons. You know, it's just enough to coat it. You want the seitan to get that barbecue flavor. Give the salad a little bit of tanginess. Can add a little bit more. It's nothing like a good barbecue salad. Now with this salad, there's so many things you can add to it. You can add black beans, that would be really great too. You can add tomatoes, you can add some green onions. The things you can add in here are endless. So this is just my suggestion for what I have in. Got my ranch dressing here. Oh my god, I can't wait to try that. Okay, so I have my lettuce here. I'm going to put my celery in, my carrots. I'm going to do the avocado last because you know if you put it in with everything and then you stir it, it's going to get mushy. Okay, so I'm going to add my seitan to it now. A lot of people are wondering, like, what is this seitan stuff? But, you know, if you're looking for alternative sources of protein, it's a great source of protein. You can really make it taste like whatever it is that you're cooking. So it kind of has a neutral taste to me. So that's why I like it, because you can really make it taste like whatever you want. And now put some avocado. We've got a nice chopped salad. I'm going to add the dressing because I'm going to eat this right away. How could you not? Okay. I'm going to put this in the refrigerator. I'm going to let it stay cold because we're going to be making the soup next. Then we'll be ready for the soup and salad. I'm not going to try everything now. I'm going to wait until it's all ready. Okay, this looks fantastic. Gosh, I can smell the herbs in the dressing. It smells so good. Okay, got our beautiful salad, and time to make the soup now. So you want to take out the seeds of the butternut squash. So you want to take out the seeds of the butternut squash. Just scoop it around like that. Get it off the sides. Make it nice and clean. You can do this a little bit better once it's been cooked. Clean that up. Just get the majority of the seeds out now. And you can finish up the rest after. So we're going to put some olive oil. Put it on the pan. Some salt. And some pepper. Okay, and then we're ready to put that in the oven. Hi, okay, so now we've made the dressing, the salad, and we've cooked the butternut squash for like ever. This size here took about 45 minutes, and it seemed like about 3 hours as I waited and waited. But you get fresh butternut squash this way. Just put it in the oven, go do stuff, and it'll be ready in no time. Okay, so I'm basically going to burn the crap out of my hands, and I'm going to scoop out all the flesh. Can you see all the steam? You can let it cool, it's totally fine, but it's nice and hot, so it's coming out really easily. And also you want to cook it until, you put a knife in it and it can go in really easily and it's really smooth, and you don't want any resistance. You don't want it to be tough in any way, because then the soup's not going to be as good because the butternut squash is not cooked enough. So, almost done with the first one. Okay, so now we're making the butternut squash soup, and this is really simple. All we did was we cooked the butternut squash in the oven about 400 degrees for about 45 minutes to an hour, depends on the size of the butternut squash. Remember, I put some olive oil on it, some salt and pepper. You can put some dried thyme or something like that on it. And right now I'm just scooping it out of the shell, the outside, something, and putting it in my blender. You can do a blender, food processor, whatever you like. Okay, so it's steaming, it's hot. I burned the crap out of my hand a little bit. That's okay. Okay. So if it's nice and soft and steaming, hot, and hot. Did I mention that? It's hot. Okay, you're probably going to get pretty good amount of soup with this too. This was I'd say a medium-sized butternut squash. You should get about 4 cups of soup, 5 cups of soup probably when we're done with this. We're going to add some broth to it. Now you can also add some silken tofu if you want. You just want to get a little bit protein in there. I wouldn't worry about it thickening up because it thickens up a good amount in the blender, and you can add or take away whatever vegetable broth that we're going to put in to make it however thick you want. Okay, so that looks good. Now the thing is, we don't want it too high up in the food processor, because when we turn it on it's going to fly up. And you want to remember to hold the top on, because, yeah, I've made this mistake before. I haven't held the top on, I filled it up too much, it went flying everywhere. Not only was it hot, but it was a mess. It was a hot mess. So, yeah, that's not so fun. Okay, so here I've got some vegetable broth. This is Pacific, it's organic, you can use whatever you want, but this is a good brand. I'm just going to add a little bit at a time, because I want to see the thickness. I'm going to add a little bit more dried thyme. And I'm going to add some salt. Shouldn't need too much since I didn't buy the low sodium vegetable broth. Some pepper. I think I'm going to add a little more chicken broth. I'm sorry, vegetable broth. That was a vegan Freudian slip maybe. And we're going to turn this on. Sorry, it's going to be a little loud. So now it's basically telling me it needs more broth, because it's a little too thick. Vegetable broth. Okay, this looks good. Okay, it's hot. I have a spoon. I'm gonna try it. Okay, the thickness is good. I like it kind of thick. Okay, that's very good. If you want, the vegetable broth is gonna cool it down a lot. You can always put it back in a pan, and you can cook it again for a few minutes. This is good for me because it's still steaming a little. Okay. Put some in my bowl. I finally get to taste the food that I made. I'm gonna serve my salad that we made earlier, the barbecue chopped salad. I put this in the fridge for a while so it's nice and cold. The dressing got into all the vegetables. Now, here's what happened. I mixed everything together and I put the dressing on too. I like it this way. But the barbecue sauce then sort of mixed with everything. I'm okay with it, but if you want, just put the salad, mix all the ingredients with the salad, put it in a bowl, and then put the barbecue seitan and the avocado on the top, and then eat it that way, so that way the barbecue sauce will stay directly on the seitan. So, kind of mixed everything together this time. But that's okay because I like it that way. So I'm gonna eat a little bit of this salad. It's perfect. The taste of the ranch with all the fresh herbs and the barbecue sauce on the seitan is so good. And then we have our soup. This is so good. So here you have a great soup, a great salad. This is something you can either have for lunch, you can have for dinner, and this is a lot of food. It's going to fill me up. You have protein, you have vegetables, you have a nice array of vegetables for your day. So it's healthy. It was so quick to make. Otherwise, you know, the butternut squash took a while to cook in the oven, but you can be making everything else while it's cooking. So I hope you enjoyed this cooking session, and we will get cooking together soon.